Hello guys, once again it's Matt, and today we have another video. Thank you all the members, all the patrons. Make sure to subscribe. We are trying to hit 50,000 until the end of the year. Help me out there and let's get going. And yeah guys, you can rest, you can breathe, everything is fine. The PSO is not going to be the vehicle, the main prize for the tanks for this repair factory event coming up. You can breathe, you know, everything has passed out, everything is good. So yeah, after we do that, yes, a Terminator is coming for War Thunder, but not the Terminator that you are thinking. It's not the BMPT, it's actually the QN506, which is a Chinese concept vehicle based off of the BMPT, which is very funny. It was actually, the idea came from doing a vehicle just like the Terminator, which is very, very funny. I think it's just hilarious that they actually did that. It is a very, very concept-like tank from 2018, so it's not even in service or anything like that. But the Chinese are pretty fast of adding vehicles to service, so we might even see these things on upcoming like parades and stuff. So I just wouldn't be surprised, because the production model that they got things, I mean, they have already like what, 200 J20, so they're pretty fast of massively producing vehicles. So I wouldn't count as too much of a concept vehicle if it actually enters service fairly soon. But for now, it is kind of a concept vehicle. What is this thing? Well, as I said, it is a Terminator based, so the idea is the same. So nobody is in the turret, so very modern kind of idea behind that, which is very cool. Of course, the armor is problematic as always, but still, we don't have anything or nobody inside the turret, which is always a fun part. Everything will be in the hull. What is the tank itself? Well, it's a ZTZ-59, a Type 59, so it is basically a T-54, right? It is based off of that. It even has the same engine. So yeah, it has the additional ERA package over here, Chinese ERA, right? I would say that it's probably similar to something like the Contact 1. I have to check what variant it has. Where is it? I forgot where the thing about the ERA is. I think it's right here. The FY2 ERA. So I think it's very similar to something like the Contact 2, maybe a little bit better. And it is very interesting, actually. It doesn't have the main cannon of a Type 59. Obviously, it has a 30mm gun. They say only 200 rounds, which is very low, actually. So I think this is going to be kind of weird, but okay. Including armor-piercing rounds. We don't know what it is exactly, but they say that it can penetrate most tanks from the side, so it doesn't matter too much. I don't think it's going to be something too crazy, but I mean, it is a 30mm, so the max that it will have, it's like 100 or 100 and something millimeters. It's not going to pass too much beyond that, but I doubt that it will get to that, only if we see like an APFSDS, and even then we might not see it. So yeah, but the main armament, I think, it is the ATGM. So it has a very interesting ATGM. So it has thermals and stuff, and it has a radar. And yes, not only it has that, it has fire forget missiles. So as you see here, we have 4 ATGMs, the big ones, which are the QNs 502s, the QNs 502s, fire forget, they say. I don't know how fire forget this is. I mean, if it's radar guided or anything like that, it's probably similar to the what's it called? The forgot the name. That BMP3 that has the different, the Krishandema, I think it's called. Yes. So I think it's similar to that. So he has 4 of those missiles, and he has extra ones on the side somewhere. I couldn't find it. Maybe it's like right here. It will appear on the model, but I don't know where it is. But still, this is the main missiles, right? And then it has 20 QN201s, which are multi-purpose missiles. These are smaller missiles, as you see. guided by cyclos, so they are via sight, right? Normal ATGMs. And you have 20 of them. Of course, they will penetrate less than the other ones, but I think it will still do some damage, and I think it will be a very interesting secondary armament. Of course, for main battle tanks, you will always use the main missiles. For very light vehicles or for side shots, you will use the 30mm. And then for the middle ground between an MBT from the front and an MBT from the side, and maybe depending on lightly armored vehicles, but not that lightly armored, you can use the other ATGMs, maybe for shooting down also helicopters and stuff. Having 20 of them really helps with that type of thing. Hopefully it has some sort of anti-air system or missile. Probably not, because they would just have said here, but still, it's pretty interesting, man. It's crazy. It's the first tank in these crafting events for a very long time that I'm thinking about getting it, because it is a Type 59. I mean, it's a very old tank. I mean, it's a tank from the 50s, right? A design from the 50s. But then it has a modern, kind of a modern ERA. And then it's a kind of a Terminator. So it's a very Chinese vehicle. Like a mix between copy and like their own design and like improvements over it. So it's a very, very interesting thing. I'm actually happy with this. I think it's much more unique and much more fun than the A7K. But I will probably try to get the A7 for myself. I don't know yet, but this one, it is interesting. I'm not playing too much tanks right now, but it is very, very interesting. But anyway, this was it, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think about the Chinese Terminator. Maybe it is like a tip that the Terminator is going to come in the soonish future. Maybe. I don't know. It would be cool. So, yeah, let me know in the comments what you think about the Chinese Terminator. And what about the Russian Terminator? Do you want it in the game? I know a lot of people love it. So, yeah. And I see you guys on the next one. The crafting event should be coming up soon. Don't worry, I will be doing videos how to do the events. I know a lot of people are commenting and stuff. Where is the event? It's not live yet, okay? This is just the vehicles that we're going to probably get it if you work a lot on this. But how to do the event, how it works, everything like that, I will be covering very soon when they announce it, okay? So I see you guys on the next one, and bye, guys. Subscribe. Bye. See ya.